Hello everyone, welcome back to United Talk Updates. Make subscribe for more breaking news, updates, transfer. The latest Man UTD news including team news, injury updates, transfers, features, match previews, match reports and more. Wolfsburg signed free agent Eriksson on 2-year deal. Eriksson made 310 appearances in the Premier League for United, Brentford and Tottenham Hotspur, while he has also played for Ajax Amsterdam and Inter Milan. We're getting a player who has seen and experienced everything at the highest level, Wolfsburg sporting director Sebastian Schinzilors said. His enormous experience, his quality on the pitch and his personality will be a valuable boost to our young players in particular. Wolfsburg are 6th in the league and host Cologne on Saturday. Manchester United have suffered a fresh blow after Diogo Dalot withdrew from international duty due to injury. The fullback, 26, was sent home from Portugal's camp with a muscle injury ahead of their World Cup qualifiers against Armenia and Hungary. Manchester United ace Diogo Dalot withdrew from international duty due to a muscle injury. Dalot will return to Carrington to undergo further assessment, having started 2 of their 3 Premier League matches so far this season. Portugal announced that Lazio ace Nuno Tavares has replaced the right-back in Roberto Martinez's squad. The Portuguese national team issued the following statement. Fullback Nuno Tavares was called up this Thursday to the national team A to take the place of Diogo Dalot. The international, who represents Manchester United, accused muscle discomfort and was dismissed by the Health and Performance Unit. The Nations League winner becomes United's 3rd injury woe in the space of a week, with the Manchester derby looming straight after the international break. United travel across town to face rival City, who have suffered back-to-back defeats in their last 2 matches, at the Etihad on September 14th. It comes after Matheus Cunha and Mason Mount were both forced off during last Saturday's dramatic 3-2 win at home to Burnley. Cunha, 26, subsequently pulled out of Carlo Ancelotti's Brazil squad for their final World Cup qualifiers against Chile and Bolivia. After City, the Red Devils then face Chelsea, Brentford and Sunderland before the next international fixtures in October. Dalot has scored 3 goals in 29 international appearances since his debut in 2021. The defender also counts a total of 9 goals and 18 assists in 214 appearances ever since his arrival at Man United in 2018. Injuries, squad worries and transfers. Ruben Amorim and Man United face defining derby day calls. Ruben Amorim faces some big selection calls ahead of Manchester United's Premier League trip to rivals Manchester City. The Manchester derby needs no introduction, but this weekend's offering feels one of the most pivotal in recent memory. Neither side is in great shape after the opening 3 games of the Premier League season, with City heading into the contest on the back of successive defeats, as questions linger over whether the Blues can challenge for the title for United. The victory over Burnley last time out provided a much-needed fillip for Ruben Amorim heading into the international break, and means United head into the derby above City in the table. United won the corresponding fixture last season with 2 late goals in a dramatic 2-1 win, and a repeat outcome would give Amorim and his squad a shot in the arm. The United chief faces several intriguing selection calls for the cross-city trip, not least over who to start in goal. With Andre Onana set to secure a loan switch to Turkish side Trabzonspor in the coming hours, Altay Bayındır will compete with new arrival Senna Lammens for the number 1 spot. Bayındır has started all 3 league games so far this campaign, but has failed to convince, while throwing Lammens in for a derby would be a big call. Amorim has shown he is not afraid to make significant decisions, and if Lammens is the future, then making him the present has to be the move. Perhaps the other big call for the weekend comes at wing-back, even if the biggest issues are in midfield. Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes have been the first-choice partnership in the middle this season, and it's hard to see Kobbie Mainoo or Manuel Ugarte coming into the side unless Fernandes is moved further forward amid injury concerns to Mason Mount and Matheus Cunha. The latter has teased the prospect of being fit for the weekend on social media, and if one of him or Mount is available, you feel Fernandes stays in a deeper role. Even without either, Joshua Zirkzee or Ahmad could fill in. The latter was the match winner at the Etihad last term, but has been pushed into a wing-back role for United this season. Having his ability and work rate on the pitch feels imperative. Leaving Ahmad out for a big game would feel unfair on the 23-year-old and would raise questions as to whether the Ivorian will find minutes in high-profile games this season. Derby Day will provide a clear indicator of Amorim's trail of thought. It's a thinking process the United boss has to get right. Manchester City have confirmed Omar Marmoush will miss Sunday's derby clash against Manchester United after injuring his knee while on international duty. The forward suffered the injury in the 4th minute of Egypt's goalless draw with Burkina Faso on Tuesday after being on the receiving end of a robust challenge. He tried to carry on, but was withdrawn 5 minutes later. Marmoush returned to Cairo on crutches on Wednesday morning and underwent a scan in Egypt to assess the extent of the damage, with City now confirming the 26-year-old will now miss the derby. A City statement said, Manchester City FC can confirm that Omar Marmoush has sustained a knee injury whilst on international duty with Egypt. He had started City's 2 previous Premier League games this season on the left wing, but is now likely to be replaced by Jeremy Doku this weekend. Marmoush has scored 8 goals in 28 appearances for City since a £59 million move from Eintracht Frankfurt in January. United are gearing up for a big test in the Manchester derby versus Manchester City. With several injury concerns, squad depth, especially at full-back and in goal, will be tested. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more updates.